Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and in my last video I did show that I had these masterboardy looking collage papers that I had created with scraps, and today I'm going to cut this down and also I'm going to start a project. This is going to be an introduction to that. I'm going to start a project of creating a composition notebook of masterboards. Like, you are going to stick all those papers that are lying around here and there, different types, and basically they often create such a big mess. I did show some things before, but I've never shared the thing that how I'm going to start that. So before I start that project, I will cut these down and I will show you how I plan on cutting these down, at what sizes and stuff like that. So that is totally dependent on the image you have and how much you want to keep in that part. So like in this one, so these are all misprints, as you can see. I've used them up, and some are even like notebook papers, some, these are all notebook papers. This is also a composition notebook paper that I had. So basically I've used up anything and everything that I could lay my hands on, and even before I decide what to do, I usually measure it out so that I have a pretty good idea of how big and small my cutouts will be. So this is probably, this is 8.25 by a little shy of 6, so that's okay. So I can make 3 tags out of this entire length. Okay, so if it's 8.25, let me make it as 8, because that will be easy to divide into parts. So if it's 8, then 8 divided by 3, which is going to give us, I'm not great at maths, by the way, so 8 divided by 3, so it's 2. Oh my god, it's taking ages. So I'm going to be having this as it's going to be 3.5 probably, because if it's 3.5, no, let me see. If it's, I'm going to be making 3 tags. Okay, so 3 parts, 3 2s are 6. Okay, so it's going to be 2.8 inches, so 2 3/4 we can say. So it's 2 3/4 will be the width of one. So let me cut one down and show you what I mean by that. So 2 3/4 is the measurement. It's totally dependent on you, how big or how small you want this to be. So I'm going to be making this around this much, because in any case it's going to be trimmed down from the edges a little bit. So I'm going to be cutting this down. So this is one tag, looks nice. This is going to be the other one. Now I can turn this way also and make it wider tags also, if I so want. So I can do that. So I don't know how. So this is around 6 inches. So if I make it as 3 inches wide, then I'll be having 2 tags about 3 inches, 3 by 6. So I think I'll go with that and see how things go, because you can always cover these up with more papers. So we have one tall and narrow tag, and then we have these 2 tags. So I'll probably be adding more paper to it, and cover up this background also with labels, floral elements, stuff like that. So again, probably I'll go with the same measurements in this one, because they are all the same. I'm going to be trimming this down a little bit, because this looks a little bit wonky, which it is. I hope everybody is doing okay. I have been feeling very sleepy and disoriented in the morning, but now I'm feeling better. So I'm going to be, again, as I said, I'm going to be taking a little bit off from this side. So this is one tag, and now we have this part, which again I can trim this part a little bit more so that, you know, looks more finished. And next what I can do is I'll stitch around some of the edges and make sure that these are all glued down or fixed properly on the base paper, and then only I will move on to the next step. So this is 6 inches, probably. No, it is a little less than 6. That's okay. So these are not exactly same as measurements, but this is like 5 3/4. So I'm going to be making this into exact halves. So we have 2 of these. So these are pretty basic and backgroundish kind of tags, and that's what I like, because then it gives me enough room to play with other elements. So this one is also the same thing. So let's go with the first you know, measurement that we had taken, like around this. So this is 1. Then I'm going to slice this into, this is not quite 3 but close to it. So it's something like this. So I'm getting them all done as base layers. Now if you want, you can add a gel medium and work on them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them right at this point, because I also have, I'll just show you what I have and what I've been doing. Let me get that basket. So I have this basket full of these masterboard tags and envelopes and stuff which I need to work on. So once I finish cutting these down, I'll add those to my stash, and then maybe we can work along the way and show you how you can embellish them. I have done quite a few videos of that kind, but still every time I start a project like this, I always keep on adding something new. So I thought, why not share that with you people? So I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are enjoying, then please comment below. I would love to hear from you. I know I've not been very regular at answering to your comments, but eventually I'll get there. Okay, so now I'm going to be cutting this down. So I'm cutting this down around 3-ish, not entirely 3. This is these will also get a sort of facelift, you can say, once I start putting things down. So they'll get lace bits, they'll get fabrics, they might get stamps and whatnot. So again, I have a bunch of these. Now I'll go through this off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what I have done to these. Okay, so I have cut down some of these, but suddenly I felt that I will be making some of these wallet style inserts also. So let me not cut each of them down. So I'll show you how you can make these kind of wallet inserts using Masterboard sheets, and then you will have an idea. So you can make them of any size. You can even make an entire journal cover using this, but I'm not going to be making that. So this is like 9 1/4 by 7, a little less than 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this into a tri-fold, And you can even make this into a booklet of sorts like this one, but I will first show the trifold one and then I'll show you another type also. So this is what I have. So okay, so I'm going to be folding this. Now this has a cut over here. It doesn't matter because I'm going to be probably trimming that down. So I'm going to be using this. This is just eyeballing. I'm not I can give the measurement. It's a little bit, it's 3 1/4, so it's going to be, it can easily fit into any kind of journals. And as you can see, this paper is lifting up, but that's okay. As I said, I often go over with a either with a sewing machine, or I'm going to be using some kind of gel medium to seal everything down. So this is another wallet style insert that we can create. So you can add pockets over here. You can even add some papers, and then you can add a closure over here and close it. So this is one style that you can do. The other one is, of course, a simple one. You can fold this over. Let me show you the measurement that I'm folding. It's just 2.5 inches. So this is it. Okay, so I will be folding this part over. Yeah. So 2.5 inches, and as I said, I'll probably sew this just so that it sits properly. And now I can just fold this into a little bit more, like a half. Okay, so I'm just using the ruler. You can use your bone folder. So this is going to be another wallet, and of course I'm going to trim from the sides a little bit, so it's going to get a little bit shorter, also smaller in size. So that's another type. And the other one is, as I said, it can be like a booklet. So I'm going to cut this down into half. It is totally dependent on the size of the sheet that you're using and in what way you will use. So this is a totally wonky side I have, and I'm going to be taking this off. So this is what it is. So usually I don't use a bone folder initially because I might change my mind along the way. So this is what it is. So I'm going to be cutting this down again. I know it looks very simple, and there's, you know, basically there's no need to show this, but sometimes, you know, these things, they you know these things, but they just get buried in somewhere, and when you see someone do it, it just resurfaces. That's the whole idea. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. So this is how it's looking, and of course this will get all sorts of embellishments, as I said. So that's done. That's another booklet of sorts. So you can add pockets, you can add pages over here, anything you want. It's totally up to you. And we still have a few more pages to go. So I'll probably make a few more of these. See how it folded naturally into half, so that means it will be easier to work into. So so if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe. If you want to support me in any other way, then you can visit the Ko-fi link that I have Also, all the kits that I have used, I have in my shop, are most of the kits are linked below in the description box. Also, some of my favorite shops, I have linked them. And also watch out for the new journal listings that are coming. I have been working on, as I promised to myself that I'll be working on all the projects that just left in between. I had moved on to something else, so I'm going to complete all those because I don't want to keep any incomplete project, so that I can start something afresh. So let's make this into a trifold. So this is going to be a big one. So this is this is pretty wide, around 3.5 to 4 inches, 3.25, sorry. So 3.25 is the good size, and then since it is pretty neutral, you can decorate with whatever you like. Like you can put some image, and then you can back it with some labels, some sepia toned papers that are in my shop. So you can do a lot sort of thing, and then I'll show you. You can add these flowers, okay, and then this closes up. So this is not in my shop. I had been working on this, but I have not been able to finish the kit, unfortunately. But these fussy cut flowers and these labels are in my shop. So this is another trifold we made. And then for this, see, this already has this image, so it's good to have an image. And also it has this 36,000 this word over here, so it's pretty easy to give work on things that are already going on. So I'm going to be making this into a trifold, and I like how this embossed portion has come up. So again, and I can make a closure out of this also, like it can open like this. So these labels are in my shop, so if you're interested, I'll put a link to all these items below in the description box, so you can have a look. So now what I have planned is I'm going to be starting another masterboard notebook sort of thing, what I usually do, because what happens is often smaller pieces of paper gets lost in between bigger piles of papers and stuff like that. So so what I have in mind is either I'm going to be using up this catalog, just gluing stuff down, or I can start gluing stuff down in this notebook. Now this is a composition notebook stuff paper, but it is not hard bound. It is a semi soft cover sort of thing, and it doesn't get too bulky because the papers itself are pretty flimsy, and that doesn't bug me because I'm not going to be using this paper as it is. I'm going to be gluing stuff down on it, and then probably I'm going to cut it down. So it doesn't matter if it's a little bit flimsy. In fact, it is way better that way, because if you're keeping on if you put on papers repeatedly, it gets very bulky. So keep watching for the next part where I will be start gluing things down into either of this. Now I would want a opinion of sorts, so suggest which one should I start. Should I go with this this brochure sort of thing that I have, or should I go with the composition notebook? So I'm going to put a comment in the description, in the comment section, and I'll pin that, and you can comment below that comment, and I will see what most of you want. If most of us want me to start my masterboard notebook in this brochure, I'm going to start with that. And if most of you people want this, then I'm going to go with that. So let's do this way this time. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then again, please don't forget to hit the like button. Just put a small comment below. It would mean a lot to me. And as it is this time, I want your opinion on which one should I use as the masterboard notebook, so that I can get all my scraps ready and trim them down if they are in a very ungainly size, and you start using them. So please help me to choose between these two. And the sizes that I have they are more or less of the same size, I can say, a little bit wider. This brochure is a little bit wide on the wider side, and this one is a little bit narrower but taller. So either way, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm going to be cutting them down at the end of the day. So this is around 11. This is like a US letter size notebook, and this is wider. So this is 9 inches by 10.5. So this is 9 inches by 10.5, and this is 8 by 11, around 11. So this is US letter size, and this is the brochure. So I couldn't decide myself, so please help me decide which one should I use. So bye everybody, have a great day, and we'll start collaging on this, and also we'll start working on the ones that we have cut down in periodic time. So don't forget to subscribe, watch, like, comment. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you everybody, stay safe, bye, have a great day.